What if life was a game? A game filled with challenges, obstacles, and yes, even pain. The concept of suffering is often viewed through a lens of negativity, but what if we shifted our perspective? What if we considered pain not just as an unfortunate circumstance, but as a critical component of our growth and development? In many video games, players encounter a series of challenges that test their skills, strategy, and resilience. Each level presents hurdles that need to be overcome, often requiring a player to face defeat before achieving victory. When we lose, it's not merely a setback, it's a lesson in disguise. This is where the analogy deepens. Life, much like a game, offers us valuable lessons through our struggles. Consider the experience of a character in a role-playing game. They may start with limited abilities, facing enemies that seem insurmountable. As they progress, they learn from each encounter, gaining experience points and skills that enable them to tackle greater challenges. Similarly, in life, each instance of pain or suffering can be seen as a trial that equips us with the tools we need to navigate future hardships. The philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche famously stated, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." This idea resonates not only in philosophical discussions, but also in the narratives we encounter in games. When players are knocked down, they often rise again, equipped with newfound knowledge about their weaknesses and strengths. This cycle of challenge and growth is essential, as it pushes us to evolve and adapt. Let's examine a classic example from gaming, the Dark Souls series. Known for its punishing difficulty, players repeatedly confront intense challenges that often lead to failure. However, each failure serves a purpose. Players learn enemy patterns, improve their reactions, and develop strategies. Over time, they become more adept, eventually conquering bosses that once felt impossible. This mirrors our own lives, where overcoming personal trials can lead to profound growth and resilience. Now let's reflect on how this concept applies to emotional pain. Many times, we go through experiences that leave us feeling devastated. The loss of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or even failure in our careers can feel unbearable. Yet these moments can also lead to personal breakthroughs. They force us to confront our vulnerabilities and reassess our priorities. Just like a character leveling up after a tough fight, we can emerge strengthened from our emotional battles. In addition, consider how pain fosters empathy. When we endure suffering, we often develop a deeper understanding of others' struggles. This shared experience can create bonds and foster compassion. In games, players often work together to overcome challenges, forming alliances and friendships. This aspect of community is essential in both gaming and real life, as it reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles. There's also a fascinating psychological aspect to this discussion. The concept of post-traumatic growth suggests that individuals can experience significant personal development following trauma. Just as players gain new skills and insights after overcoming challenges in games, people can emerge from their struggles with a renewed sense of purpose or perspective. Consider the famous narrative of the hero's journey, which is a common theme in storytelling, including video games. The hero often faces a call to adventure, followed by trials that test their resolve. These trials often involve suffering, loss, or hardship. However, through these experiences, the hero gains wisdom, strength, and ultimately triumph. This structure is not just limited to fiction. It reflects the very essence of human experience. We can also draw parallels between the concept of suffering and the idea of a game's difficulty setting. In many games, players can choose how challenging their experience will be. A higher difficulty often leads to a more rewarding experience, as it requires greater skill and perseverance. Life, too, presents varying degrees of challenge. While some may seem to face insurmountable obstacles, others may find their challenges more manageable. Regardless of the difficulty level, it's crucial to recognize that every individual's journey is unique. However, it's essential to acknowledge that not all pain leads to growth. Some experiences can be profoundly damaging, leading to lasting trauma. This underscores the importance of context and support in navigating our struggles. Just as players may need to level up their characters or seek help from allies, we, too, can benefit from reaching out to others for support. Seeking help doesn't signify weakness. Rather, it reflects wisdom and an understanding of our shared humanity. Another layer to this exploration is the idea of purpose. In games, characters often have clear goals that drive their actions, beating a boss, saving a world, or achieving mastery. In our lives, pain can prompt us to reassess our goals and find deeper meaning. It can ignite passions we didn't know existed or inspire us to pursue paths aligned with our true selves. In conclusion, the notion of suffering as a game mechanic invites us to reframe our understanding of pain. Instead of viewing it solely as a negative experience, we can see it as a powerful teacher. Just as players grow stronger and more skilled through their trials, we can emerge from our suffering with newfound resilience and perspective. Life, like a game, is filled with challenges, but each obstacle offers an opportunity for growth. So, the next time you encounter a difficult moment, consider it a level in your unique game. Embrace the lessons it brings, and remember that every setback is just a step toward leveling up in the grand adventure of life. With this mindset, we can not only endure pain but also transform it into a source of strength and wisdom.